Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News, video 2 of 2 for today.
But first, a brand new word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, here to tell you about our favorite VPN, Surfshark. Guys, you need to protect your data. It's the internet, and the best way to do it is with somebody that's going to open up the entire streaming library to you, never restricting.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of tools on there to make sure that your data doesn't get out there. Like if you want to use alternative ID when you go to fill out some of those forms, auto-populates the stuff without your real stuff.
Why do we use, Joe, Surfshark?
You can protect your friends and your family. Shareable, unlimited devices.
Unlimited devices, friends and family can share it. You'll be the most popular. Guys, check out our deal. You can get it at surfshark.com/angryjoeshow below and get 4 extra months right now. Click the links down below. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Guys, check out Surfshark VPN. We've done the research for you. It's the best one at the best price, and you can share it with friends and family.
Yep.
Alex, well, in AJS News, the Madden video, very exhaustive review is up right now. Put a lot of work into it. We have some of the coolest shirts. We're already having some of those sent. I can't wait to get them. They're one of our best shirt designs. Yes, I really did bust my ass. Yes, I really did. The first thing I did is check to see if Alex's computer was okay.
He broke my computer. It froze my computer.
His mouth stopped working.
You got bloody.
Yeah, it didn't get bloody. But it was fun. And, yeah, so you fund our nonsense by picking up a shirt, and we'd appreciate it. And if you take pictures of it, we'll retweet it. So thank y'all for hanging out and supporting us and stuff. Welcome back for the second news episode, and let's dive right in. Let's see what the heck. And now that I got rid of Madden out of the way, this fucking time of the year where the fucking college football and Madden and EA bullshit, now we can look forward to some good games. Maybe some Wukong, maybe some Outlaws, hopefully is good. Space Marine, I'm really hoping is good. But please give me some time. I'm fucking tired. We're already behind, and we're going to do our best and see how we can cover all these as it gets super busy here towards the end of the year. And Concord is out too? Oh, but we got a news story on that. So, okay, here we go.
All right. We got a new Witcher book coming out. And I know the Witcher TV show is dead. I mean, I know there's another season coming out.
What do you mean?
But
It's
they canceled that, right? Yeah, Henry Cavill couldn't do it, so they were like, let's just go ahead and cancel this.
Liam says, watch me. I'm going to take it back.
Yeah.
Witness me!
Yeah. So he said he's finished. Sapowski says he's finished another book. It should be out at the end of this year.
Okay.
Unfortunately, not translated into English until early next year.
Sure.
He's already said that he's not doing any follow-up. This is not a sequel to The Witcher. He's like, look, I've ended it, but this is more side adventure stuff. Could even be some prequel stuff. We don't know yet.
And if CD Projekt Red needs a buck, they can always jump right in and mine that on the side, give a little side game with some more adventures for Geralt.
Yeah, absolutely. And Geralt's actor and voice actor did such an amazing job with the game, and all of the people really kind of makes that world feel alive. It happens a lot. And the reason I mention that is, according to Amazon Games boss, AI has nothing to do with taking work away from actors, because for games, we don't really have acting, is what he said.
Ooh. Ooh, we don't really have acting in video games.
Well, fuck that person.
Oh, and this is a person. Who's this? The game boss for Amazon?
Yeah,
wow.
Amazon Games boss.
No one worked for him.
CEO Christoph Hartmann. Dude.
Yeah. Well, it could be that Amazon Games makes games that come out and then get canceled immediately, and it's filled with garbage. So maybe he means that the stuff that he makes are garbage and don't have acting. But there's 2,500 SAG-AFTRA video game performers. Some of them, I mean, you look back on Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 and even Cyberpunk and some of these other incredible single-player games, the characters feel alive.
Yes.
I mean, even going all the way back to Grand Theft Auto 5, just playing some of those insane characters like that, the voice acting matters.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3, those voice actors are still just doing D&D table sessions all the time on YouTube because they are so good. So
of course, this fucking dismissive, redactive idiot Hartman loves AI and generative AI. It fits right in with him dismissing, actors' performances. Wow, that's pretty low.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
especially while we're doing this, we're looking at the voice actor strike. We're trying to support people, trying to get people who really make the games that we love better.
Come alive.
Yeah, getting them taken care of. So cool.
Yeah, and so, I mean, you mentioned Madden, and there's a lot of rumors going around that Mike Tirico sold his voice to do, like, AI generative stuff for him. We know Al Michaels did officially sell his voice and all of his previous lines so that NBC could do it for the Olympics.
I love this article here. Keep going.
And so it's insane that some of these these voice actors are just like, oh, fine, I'll make a couple, I'll make some money, and then you can use my voice forever. So it's like, we're going to be listening to Al Michaels and,
Forever.
generations because he just sold his voice, and it's going to keep going that way. So it's like, it's bad.
We'll get more Madden commentaries. And the home team is here winning with more points.
Yes, the winner is
the
this
away
game.
I can't wait until.
I think it's hilarious that going back to the asshole Hartman here. He's like, he seemed to understand the sensitivity of the topic, but they're talking about the AI stuff. He goes, I have to be careful. I have got to be careful, he said, because we're a big company and we have to deal with all those organizations, and I don't want to get in the middle of it. He's like, be trying to be careful with when he's talking with AI. And he's like, when we talk about AI, first of all, hopefully it will help us have new gameplay ideas, which has nothing to do with taking a work away from anyone. And especially, so he's trying to be careful about that, but then he literally steps in it. And and he says, especially for games, we don't really have acting in that same sentence where he's like trying to. And then I love this, the article writer here. This is a PC Gamer. The news that video games don't have acting will surely come as a shock to the SAG after as 2,500 video game performers. An insult into that wound. Hey, they didn't say it. He said it. And they are allowed to lean into it if they want, like we are.
Yeah.
Because that was very dumb. He needs to issue a correction and say, I need to stop talking.
So he finished his thoughts by saying, I don't believe any technology can replace human creativity and uniqueness, which is true, but doesn't mean that Amazon's going to stop trying to do so. And then that's what the worry is, right, is that we're going to hire less and less actual writers, and you're going to just start having the internet average together all of these stories, and hero protagonist will be fighting ultra bad guy. And
it does seem, with the rest of his things that he does have, some respect for it, but it's just like letting that slip where it's like, there's not really acting in video games, so that's not that
again,
but
his games.
Why are you why did you say that? You're like, oh, we got to protect the creativity of the actors, and we have to do this. I have to talk about this but I am excited about AI, which really just makes me believe he's just bullshit. It's all bullshit, and that's what he really believes. Dismissive, and let's get to some more AI.
Well, it's cheaper. I mean, people are looking at AI as a way to make things cheaper, and this is where it's in its infancy state. It is not to the point where it's taking over anything. Skynet's not here yet, but this is the time where we as a culture have to decide how we're going to use this, how we're going to limit it, because we don't want things like AI, like real art going away. There will always be high-paid artists doing crazy things, but there's a lot of people in the middle that are just, salaried artists, and we don't want that kind of stuff goes away because those people, rise up and do amazing things.
Yeah, I mean, AI could take over CEO jobs almost instantly because all their jobs are heartless, stupid decisions that chase money at all costs. Yeah. So an AI could do that pretty fucking easy.
Yeah.
So,
that would be Skynet. We're like, we don't need humans. We can just do it this way.
Or humans just listen to what the computers say for them to do to make the most money. Yeah.
All right, we got some Wizards of the Coast Dungeons & Dragons news. So D&D, there was an app, and they were going to add 2024 versions of spells and items, and while deleting all the old stuff. And
I like apps, making stuff easier.
Yeah, and so originally, if regardless if your account had purchase access to the new player's handbook or not, if you wanted to use those 2014 versions, you had to custom program them in there. It's for homebrew rules, and they were going to get rid of all this stuff, and everyone's like, stop.
Oh, so they're fucking up their own app.
They were fucking up their own app by saying, no, you have to use this new version. And D&D has been... Wizards of the Coast is run by Hasbro. They're owned by Hasbro. And it feels like either the people who are operating Wizards of the Coast are fucking morons, or Hasbro's forcing them to do the worst thing possible. Played Magic for 30 years. I quit. That shit fucking sucks. I played D&D for over 20 years. I won't buy any of their own shit anymore. It's like, I've got my old books. I'm not touching any of this new stuff. But they've walked it back. Now, they keep doing this. They keep trying to do something, and then
consumer and more corporate, like all the other companies. But all these other people are doing it. They're making the profit. We want to make the profit. And then they realize, oh shit, our user base does not like that shit, and they won't fucking stand for it. And they'll fucking take a stand because they'll go out there and be like, I'm not like Alex just said. I'm not gonna. They don't want.
30 years,
they don't want the
gone.
more Alexes to happen. And they're like, shit, walk it back. It's like, guys, when are you gonna get the fucking point? That your user base is not Madden. You don't have sports gamers that will lick your dick for a penny. None of it. Okay, that's not
Disgusting.
your user base.
Where?
Where are these people?
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Where is this?
Pennies, you say?
Well, I never. And where is this located?
Gotta stay away
Joe,
from that
yes.
place.
You are a dirty, dirty man.
Disgusting. Well, you're right. Yes, Wizards has walked it back. They say, last week we released a changelog detailing how players would experience the 2024 core rulebooks on D&D Beyond. We heard your feedback loud and clear. Thank you for speaking up. This is, again, hand caught in the cookie jar again. But the problem is they keep doing it knowing that one day people will just get tired of fighting.
They're like, whatever, do whatever the fuck
But what I want you to do is next time you get tired, just go buy a Pathfinder book. It's really cool. And they as of right now, not super anti-consumer.
Right.
So
As of right now.
As of right now, I mean, we'll see. You don't give blank checks to these corporations. They don't fucking like you. They're there to make money. Sure. But they got caught again. Great. So keep fucking up Wizards of the Coast. And to make, if you're not familiar, Wizards of the Coast makes money.
Yeah.
They make good money. Magic makes good money. D&D's been making good money.
Yeah.
And they weren't happy with good money. They wanted all of the fucking money. And it's because Hasbro's other sectors are not doing well. Transformers is losing their ass, and all these other people, all these other sectors aren't doing well. And so they're trying to squeeze pennies at everybody else. So
Yeah.
all right. And back to video game news. There's a new Heroes of Might and Magic game.
Hey,
made by Ubisoft.
Okay,
You don't sound very excited.
I look, I love this franchise, but I mean, Alex is right to have that face right now because it has been real bad. Anytime they try, like Ubisoft fucked it up multiple times, but it's just so go play Songs of Conquest. Okay, that's amazing. We love those developers, and they get it. But when you get the real license. And we're gonna go back to the roots. It makes us nervous because it has not worked out.
Yeah, it's being made by Unfrozen. It's a studio behind Eratus, Lord of the Dead. It kind of took the idea. They're famous for making a Darkest Dungeon clone. So it's not exactly an original thing, but I've looked at the trailer. It has
the trailer looks good.
It has the
looks
look.
like the look.
This is supposed to take place in the olden era before the first game, so there's some of the same pixel art. I saw.
We want to be excited about it. I'm starting to get excited about it when I'm looking at it, but just know that this has not always worked out.
It hasn't always worked out, and so what they keep doing is everyone wants to do. I have. If you allow me to be gross, put their mushroom stamp on things. Where they take something that's not theirs, and then they're like, "How do I make this mine?" And it's like, well, you don't have to make it yours. You're taking something that people love. All you have to do is faithfully recreate it. And they're like, "Yeah, but how will people know it's mine?" I'm gonna. And they slap it.
Second quarter of 2025. You can wish list it on Steam. It's got 6 playable factions with more coming in. DLC.
Yeah, that's another thing that I worry about, where it's like, how many factions did they have in the game? And they're like, you know what? I'm going to sell you a new faction every 3 months for $20.
Oh, no. It's coming out in early access to give time for community feedback. Its launch strategy is different.
Yeah.
I just hate and balancing. While it promises to have the single-player story set in Enros continent before the events of the first game in the series, the focus is on multiplayer. Well, the classic multi-hero mode as well as a one-hero mode for shorter games. You want even shorter matches, there's going to be a new thing called Arena.
Yeah.
Basically like drafting in Magic the Gathering, only instead of choosing cards, you're choosing heroes, units, upgrades from a random selection. Then you go at it. I don't know. This sounds like a bite-sized, dipping their toe in, multiplayer focused.
Well, it sounds like they're recycling because they did come out with a auto battler, Heroes of Might and Magic auto battler that we played, and it's like, hey, how about we just do this auto battler thing? We tack this on top and tack this on top and tack this on top. It's like, I want you just to focus on the core experience and not add your own stupid shit to it.
Single player,
and then make it fun. All right, well, let's talk about the biggest game in the world right now. Massive amount of people defying all expectations.
Everybody was looking forward to playing this game. I wanted to play this fucking game. I didn't have a fucking chance to play it.
Yeah, and we're talking about Concord.
Yeah, this is the one I was waiting for. I was telling you.
What?
It's Concord. It's coming out.
Concord.
That's out?
It's coming out.
It came out, and dozens of people have played it, and I'm sure some of them have enjoyed it.
The official launch, and did you
3
say
days
dozens?
Yeah, have you seen the numbers?
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. Got them pulled up.
It's doing real hot right now. 180 people are playing.
Okay, I got 179.
Oh.
The motherfucker just logged off.
Yeah,
One guy logged off. Wait, what?
It's a hot pile of doo-doo.
A brand new game.
Yes.
Pushed by Sony, the next biggest thing, the next high-budget hero shooter to compete with Overwatch at launch. 100 players. 179 players. There's like 4 matches going on.
Yeah.
And all-time peak 3 days ago, which is when the game released. You're not going to like this. You already see it, right? Yes. 697. They had fewer players at launch than they did when they did their beta access. So as people predicted, they were like, yeah, I don't need to play this game no more.
I don't
for $40
get it though. Yeah,
because that's what it is.
At $40.
Not only is it generic as fuck looking, not only does it look like it copies Guardians of the Galaxy, and everybody's ready to move on from that. Not only that, but they're all, and then the Overwatch copy. Not only that, but $40 up front. Are you fucking stupid?
But with those $40,
are you out of your mind?
But with those $40, you get unique stories of these characters, like that guy,
cutscenes every
and
week.
The other person,
that other guy,
and
Robot
the one
man.
that no one remembers,
and the lady with a haircut.
So yes. I have an explanation for all of this stuff. On Steam charts, it tells me that their all-time peak 660 people. You know what the all-time peak in the last 3 months for Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League?
Yeah,
660 people in the last couple of months. It's exactly the same people.
Nice.
Only people, and then right now Concord's beating Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, but not by much. It's by less than 100.
Guys, this is huge news. This is bigger than we realize. I don't think there has been a disaster like this in a long time in gaming. We're talking 600 people. Now, this is Steam. Obviously, there's console releases, so that's going to be a little bit higher, but it's a good indication.
Buyer's remorse. They have to play. They're like, well, fuck, I spent $40. I got to continue
so
playing.
Nobody now I'm fascinated. Now I have to jump in just to see what the final version is. And yeah, but we don't have to spend long in it to experience it. But here's the thing is, do not buy Concord. This is proof. Concord has already failed. Do not waste your $40 now, because I guarantee you what's about to happen. What's about to happen?
Free.
They're going to make it go free to play.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So if you spend your $40 now, you're an idiot. Okay? And I might have to spend the $40 now if we need to get in a session.
Did you buy it?
We played the beta.
Yeah.
I played the beta and I was already done with it. One day I was like, nah.
That's what everyone did.
Nah.
But it will be free to play, guaranteed, because like what they want to make another $237 in the next week or two. No, they have to open it up. And this other game that you skimmed by real quick, and I was like, wait, what was that? Predecessor is a free-to-play game. It peaked, and it just came out, and it's like this MOBA shooter. There's a little more MOBA than Overwatch, but yeah, it's like Smite almost. It's 2,636 people are in-game right now, compared to 100 in Concord, and its all-time peak is 7,339. So if they fucking stop charging $40 in entry just to get into this fucking game that nobody wants to play, if you make it free, if you splatter it all over PSN that it is now free and consoles and the PC, you might be able yourself to get numbers like these. And these aren't good numbers either, but they're better numbers than what you're doing now. 100 people.
How are they going to deal with a PR hit if they immediately make it free to play within a week, 2 weeks? Of
That is huge, right? A lot of people will be pissed off. But then wait a minute. A lot of people won't be pissed off because nobody fucking bought it.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, we'll piss off 100 people, but
those 10 people are gonna be mad.
Very mad. Yeah.
Now talk about shitting on the people that like your game. Oh, that would be a major slap. You're right, Alex. It would be a major slap in the face with people that did invest their $40 and then turn around a week later. Yeah, this free now. Yeah. Excuse me?
8 years in the making.
But they'll do
this.
They'll do this stupid thing where like you can have $40 of in-game digital currency. That's what they'll do.
I mean, it costs. I've seen estimates as low as 50, but most estimates around 100 to 150 million dollars to develop this game.
Oh my God!
And so that is a lot of money. That's what they want to recoup. And this is not the only. We've talked about this in the last couple of weeks that Sony had this plan to do 12 live service games over the next 2 years, and they're like, shit, some of these aren't good. Cut half of them. And so now they're only doing 6 live service games.
This is what they come up with.
And this is one that survived.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
So what the fuck were the others?
And so people are calling it Sloverwatch because it's like
it's
you're moving.
Super slow.
You move and like you're stuck in mud. The gun plays fine. The problem is you're competing with all of these other games that are out there. Everyone's doing them for free. It's like if you want to play a game like this, wait till December. Play Marvel Rivals.
Yes.
It will be free when it comes out, and it's just like
this is the biggest embarrassment of 2024. There's a lot of embarrassment. Man, this year is wild. Fucking Skull and Bones. Fucking Suicide Squad. Fucking Concord.
They opened up, didn't it?
Fucking Madden.
Skull and Bones is open to everyone now. I think.
Yeah.
Did they make it completely free to play?
No, that was their weekends. Their weekends, Joe.
They still want your $70 because it's quadruple A game, Joe. Harvesting coconuts isn't free. But yeah, it's a big deal. They lost a ton of money, and I don't
know. What were they thinking? Destiny, Overwatch, X Defiant, Apex Legends, Finals, all of these motherfucking free-to-play games. Deadlock coming, which is the Valve thing.
Yeah, it's got a store
and
page now.
You want to come out and charge 40 times more than those games are charging, which doesn't really work because those are free.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think Sega...
8 years to develop?
No.
Yes, the game took 8 years to develop. That is, oh my God, I don't know if I could. Like, the developers, somebody check on them, okay? That's a major depression there, and I'm not making fun of them. I sympathize. You're working hard on something for 8 years, and 100 people's been playing it.
I feel so bad because like they're like at the release party. It's like, yeah, our game goes live in 2 seconds. It doesn't even go to 700. They're like, well.
Wait, those are the same numbers that we had before we put the game live because they have internal testers.
Well, I guess no more celebrating.
Well, I guess we got our parody for the game. If we want to review it, we can do one parody.
Will we break 1,000?
Yeah.
Will we break 197 views on our review for the game? No, because nobody plays it.
That one we can do a YouTube short for.
Yeah.
That doesn't have to be a full video. I mean, I imagine most of the people there knew that they were working on a piece of shit. I think maybe the game's director and the writers.
Maybe it's not a piece of shit. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it is.
We played it.
It's not. I've played way worse, Joe. It's not a fucking piece of shit. It's a piece of shit for $40.
Yes.
It's a piece of shit for $40.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But the release strategy is totally wrong, totally fucked up. But that's not the developers. So calling it a piece of shit, that's not. I mean, it's not a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit at $40.
Yeah, I mean, but I always take price into consideration for all of these things. It's like sometimes I play a $30 game. It's like, this game's, but like for the value, for the money, it gets a couple extra points. And
then there was another stupidest thing, putting it out around Black Myth Wukong. Like that's one of the biggest, most anticipated games of the year. And you thought, let me fucking release at the same time. Are you stupid?
Yes.
Oh, they are out of their mind.
Well, that's the final story. Is the real the real game that we were joking about? Steam concurrent records, over 2 million concurrent players.
Yeah.
It surpassed Cyberpunk. It surpassed every PUBG. It surpassed. It's like PUBG is at 3.3 million. So I don't know if it's going to get beyond that one. But it's huge, absolutely huge. It's not only massively popular in China, which is why it's got this huge boost, but here in the West as well. And it turns out when you make a quality game and you put time and effort into it, and things go well for them. They've absolutely smashed some sales records, over 10 million sold in just the first couple days. So even though we mentioned some of the stuff about the companies like don't mention feminist propaganda, don't mention COVID, don't do any of those things, all of that stuff brushed aside just based on the fact that people are really enjoying what they're playing with there. So
It's a good game.
Yeah, I'm with Sexy Russell here. I like this comment here. If Gundam Evolution can't survive in this market, then this uninspired drivel also deserves to die in under a year. I want to play more Gundam Evolution.
Gundam Evolution was the one with like the near naked commander chick that was like talking to us, and as you were like talking to her, there were.
I don't remember.
There was a Gundam game. It was
maybe.
an official Gundam game. It's like, look, if you're looking for a Gundam game, play Mecha Brick.
No, I think that was a different one. Yeah. There's the free-to-play one where it's just very standard. You just have your Gundams and you go against each other in the arena. Then there's one that they actually tried a little, more thematic, and I think that's the booby one. Yeah. But that's all right. Booby's okay.
Man,
but
who would have seen that coming?
Yeah.
Not Concord.
Not Concord.
I got something. Mm-hmm. I got what do I got? I got right now, if you want talk about free games, Bungie's pre-Halo FPS franchise Marathon. They're working on this new Marathon, and you can play it in a few years, or I don't know when it's coming out, but they just launched all the Marathon games on Steam, and they're all free.
Oh.
So you can play the entire Marathon trilogy for the low price of nothing. And honestly, I never played Marathon, and I might have like for an hour or two, but I don't really remember it. So I'm probably going to go download it just to see what they were doing back then and see if this new Marathon coming has anything to do with this older
back
Marathon.
in the day, they were like tippy-top developers, so it's like absolutely, I don't like what they do now.
Marathon was definitely before they got, famous and everything with Halo. But that is news for you. You can go out and get those right now for free on Steam. Then here's something big that kind of ties into Madden. Like, I've always fucking hated the character creator in Madden. You're supposed to create yourself and imagine yourself as a star quarterback or running back or wide receiver. But the tools they give you are so fucking terrible. They have like 2 different character creators, and they both suck ass. Yeah. And you're making like 55, 65-year-old players because all the heads look dumb.
Retired after 1 year, baby.
Yeah, well, and I'm like, just fix your fucking character creator. Make it one character creator that's really good, and people will stop complaining. Well, guess who did that? Inzois. What the fuck is Inzoi?
Well, it looked pretty good.
It's like a Sims 4 kind of, Sims game. So thousands of Sim fans are flocking to this limited time demo. It just ended. Mm-hmm. Fuck! I wanted to make myself. Why didn't any of you make Angry Joe? Or at least Other Joe? I wanted to see one of these. I'm very mad. No.
They look pretty good. I saw Bikeman playing it. I was like, it was very detailed. I was like, okay.
You seen this?
Yeah.
Oh, I've just seen it in these images here. The Inzoi Character Studio, you can make fucking absolutely amazing looking characters, and people have already done it. Joe, throw some pictures up here. Billy Eilish and Timothy Chalamet. Nobody made you, Joe. Damn it. You didn't make yourself. We didn't make ourselves.
Tony Jaa.
We're not popular enough. And then just famous people, and these are really, really close. Like I think Cold Carnage. Some people made Cold Carnage. People made more famous streamers than us, and they look great. And so I'm like, God, I get so jealous when I see stuff like this, because it's like, just do this, put this in Madden.
That costs work and resource.
Yeah. And so now I'm actually looking forward to this game, because when it comes out now, unfortunately, I don't know if Oh, it's next year. Bummer. It has a release date. Oh, no, it's a full game launch. Doesn't have a release date. Still expected late 2024. Okay, well, maybe we can squeeze some of that in. Because Joe likes Sims. I mean, you play Sims.
Yeah, but he murders people.
Oh, well, this is
He
different.
cooks people alive in the hot tub.
Upcoming
no.
Sims
Then there was a
competitor,
fire when they were
Inzoi.
cooking. Like, oh, good. Even my characters can't cook.
That's true. Yeah.
And I'm happy that EA is going to get some fucking competition.
I
So,
hope so.
great way to tie it in. You better fucking up your character creator game because this character creator looks amazing in this competitor, Inzoi. All right, and then what else? Well, that's it. Yeah, that's all I got.
Check out the Madden review, and then there's great comments in there. Angry Joe has more realistic physics in Madden 25 when you...
When I
If you want to see Joe break his
some
ass.
actual physics.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, and then another comment I like is that Joe puts more effort into these Madden reviews every year than Madden does into their own fucking games.
Facts.
True. It's true. Because they put some animations, they put some marketing speak. Oh, and everybody loved your speech. Alex, I was when I read that, because Alex wrote that shit, I was really surprised. I thought I was reading EA's. I was like, wow. The pass it forward mechanic.
Touchdown dynamic event.
Yeah, we got
You wait.
twice.
You wait.
Twice the amount of points if a field
6
goal, Joe.
points.
It's twice.
It costs
Twice the fun.
double your pleasure.
This is great, man. And honestly, I never want to play Madden again, but I'm kind of excited to see what the fuck, how EA is going to respond. Because they don't look at our shit probably.
Yeah.
And
Don't look at
next year,
anything.
it'll be the exact same thing. And you're making my job so fucking easy. It's not easy. It is a lot of work to do the Madden reviews, and a lot of...
I mean, they don't ever get good reviews on their games. Like, it's mixed on Steam.
Yeah, from fucking reviewers like IGN and some of these outlets where they assign a new person to it, and they're like, yeah, 8.5, 9 out of 10, because it's like the first football game they've ever played, and they're blown away by the graphics, and they don't know that a game 20 years ago has had better elements in it than it has in it right now.
Yeah.
And
Sad.
I
They take away so
I
much.
totally understand when people see it and they're like, oh my god, it looks really good, because the celebrations are great, the graphics are great, but then when you get to the actual gameplay and you look at the depth and you compare it with its competitors in the market, NBA, hell, even EA titles like F1 and FC, it is woefully lacking. Yeah. And when you have a monopoly and you're the only game in town, it is your responsibility to go above and beyond and make something a little better. They're doing the opposite.
Right. Well, they actually have a responsibility to their shareholders to do as little as possible and make as much as
That's
possible.
what's happening.
That's what ends up happening, and it's why people trying to get 2K in is 2K is not a good company. They're going to do just as, if they had the opportunity, they would do just as much evil shit, just like EA. But having them compete against each other, at least there's an opportunity.
There
for
might
us.
be, I'll do the less evil shit, and then they do less and less to evil shit to try to get
or
that,
give us
that
more
market.
content to make
Or give
up
us
for the
more
fact.
content.
that
So
there's
Yeah, that's what I'm
slot
afraid about
machines.
too. Because again, 2K was great, but then they started really beefing up the VC points and stuff.
Oh, you want tattoos? Give me money. You want this? Slot machines. You want
Grind. Start grinding.
There's a lot that I left on the cutting room floor of that Madden review. You'll have to watch our Q&A session towards the end of the month, or maybe I can put it up in shorts. There was just a lot in there. I didn't want the review to be an hour and 45 minutes long, so we filmed like 2 parodies we had to cut, and then there was other points like tattoos. So you can have tattoos, but only in one of the modes, and in no other mode can
But
you have
even then,
tattoos.
you had to
And then even then, you had to pay for the
games.
tattoos unless you wanted to grind for the tattoos, and then it's like, all right,
Yeah, that's it. 2K.
no
shit.
tattoos available unless you pay or grind. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank y'all very much. And thank you to our sponsor, Surfshark, which powers the Angry Joe Show and could power you as well. Get rid of that geo-locking. Protect your data online. Click the links down below. And thank you so much for watching. And we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.